Hi everyone, the book I'm reviewing today is called Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. Thank you so much, Vimbai, for the recommendation. It's really quick and easy read. I thoroughly enjoyed it and definitely recommend this read to both men and women. I'm going to read a few extracts from a few of the chapters, and then you can decide whether this would be a book that you'd like to read as well. And if you have read it, please drop a comment and let me know. The first chapter I'll be reading from is Internalizing the Revolution. In addition to the external barriers erected by society, women are hindered by barriers that exist within ourselves. We hold ourselves back in ways both big and small by lacking self confidence, by not raising our hands, and by pulling back when we should be leaning in. We internalize the negative messages we get throughout our lives, the messages that say it's wrong to be outspoken, aggressive, more powerful than men. We lower our own expectations of what we can achieve. We continue to do the majority of the housework and childcare. We compromise our career goals to make room for partners and children who may not even exist yet. Internal obstacles are rarely discussed and often underplayed. Throughout my life, I was told over and over about inequalities in the workplace and how hard it would be to have a career and a family. I rarely heard anything, however, about the ways I might hold myself back. These internal obstacles deserve a lot more attention, in part because they are under our own control. We can dismantle the hurdles in ourselves today. We can start this very moment. I chose this extract because I think Cheryl is so right. We have so many discussions and views in terms of the external obstacles that women face. But when have we looked at the internal ones? And part of why I enjoyed this book is I found myself nodding to so many of these things, yet I had never consciously been aware. The next extract I'd like to read is from the chapter Success and Likability. Having studied this issue, Professor Gronefeld was able to explain the price women pay for success. Our entrenched cultural ideas associate men with leadership qualities and women with nurturing qualities and put women in a double bind, she said. We believe not only that women are nurturing, but that they should be nurturing above all else. When a woman does anything that signals she might not be nice first and foremost, it creates a negative impression and makes us uncomfortable. If a woman is competent, she does not seem nice enough. If a woman seems really nice, she's considered more nice than competent. Since people want to hire and promote those who are both competent and nice, this creates a huge stumbling block for women. Acting in stereotypically feminine ways makes it difficult for women to reach for the same opportunities as men. But defying expectations and reaching for those opportunities leads to being judged as undeserving and selfish. Most people, myself included, really want to be liked and not just because it feels so good. Being liked is also a key factor in both professional and personal success. A willingness to make an introduction or advocate for or promote someone depends upon having positive feelings about that person. We need to believe in her ability to do the job and get along with everyone while doing it. That's why, instinctively, many of us feel pressure to mute our accomplishments. The next chapter I'd like to read from is It's a Jungle Gym, Not a Ladder. Women are also more reluctant to apply for promotions even when deserved, often believing that a good job performance will naturally lead to rewards. Carol Frolinger and Deborah Kolb, founders of Negotiating Women Inc., describe this as the tiara syndrome, where women expect that if they keep doing their job well, someone will notice them and place a tiara on their head. Hard work and results should be recognized by others, but when they aren't, advocating for oneself becomes necessary. As discussed earlier, this must be done with great care, but it must be done. Taking risks, choosing growth, challenging ourselves, and asking for promotions, with smiles on our faces, of course, are all important elements of managing a career. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Do not wait for power to be offered. Like that tiara, it might never materialize. And anyways, who wears a tiara on a jungle gym? I mean, I didn't even know about the tiara syndrome, and this really awakened a lot that I started questioning, because in so many discussions that I have with women, um, it really is that we expect if we keep doing our job well, someone will notice and give us the promotion that we want. We hardly ever find it within ourselves to ask. The last chapter I'd like to read from is called Are You My Mentor? When I give speeches or attend meetings, a startling number of women introduce themselves and, in the same breath, ask me to be their mentor. I cannot recall a single man asking me to do the same, although men have asked me to mentor their wives or girlfriends. The question is a total mood killer, the equivalent of turning to a pensive date and asking, "What are you thinking?" The interaction is flattering but awkward. A number of men leapt to the microphone and posed thoughtful, big picture questions. Then, two women rose to the microphone. The first asked, "Do you think it's okay to work for a company that competes with the company you worked for before business school?" The second asked, "How can I get a mentor?" My heart sank. The men were focusing on how to manage a business, and the women were focusing on how to manage a career. The men wanted answers, and the woman wanted permission and help. I realized that searching for a mentor has become the professional equivalent of waiting for Prince Charming. Now, young women are told that if they can find the right mentor, they will be pushed up the ladder and whisked away to the corner office to live happily ever after. Once again, we are teaching women to be too dependent on others. That really spoke to me. I think, can you be my mentor? Do you have a mentor? How do I find a mentor? Has really become the equivalent of waiting for Prince Charming. I think this book, very relevant, packed with a lot of pearls of wisdom, and a great quick read. So do grab yourself a copy. If you have read it, let me know in the comments what you thought of it, and also share what you're currently reading. Thank you.